We'll be looking for online retail analytics in this video. Our agenda will be following. We will first looking objective, then background, and then we will be looking the key findings, and then recommendations, and at last we will discuss the data sources and methodologies we used. Our objective is that we will looking the analytics and the insights that would be helpful for evaluating the business performance, and also it would be helpful for expand taking decision for expansions. The background of this project is that the ABC online retail company is doing performing very well in past 2 years, and the company wanted to know the what are the factors that contributing to the revenues, what is going wrong and what is going okay for the company, so that they can strategically plan for the next year. And then we will look for the key findings. So we have plotted the monthly revenue for 2011, and we found that for the whole year the revenue is very average, and in the start of the September it start growing and reaches its peak in November, and then again fall in December. Then we look the revenues and quantities of items sold by countries. Here we have excluded the high revenue country, that is UK. As we know that UK is very successful. Our retail company is very successful in UK, so we have removed that. And highest revenue is occurring in in UK only. So apart from UK, we have looked other countries which is performing well, where we can go on expanding the retail online store. We have seen that the Netherlands, Ireland is performing very well, having high revenues even with the number of items sold, and following that Germany and France is doing good. We have looked at top customers who have performed very well, and the maximum generator profit, the customers which are getting maximum revenue for the for the online retail store. These are the customers, top 10 customers which are performing well, very well, and this is very useful insight for the marketing team, as they can reward these customers for their loyalty. And at last, we have looked the countries where the products of the company is in demand. The countries by units sold, how much units are sold in the countries. The highest we can see, these are the countries where highest units are sold and highly in demand. We can see uh, Germany, about 200,000 units are sold in Netherlands. After that we can see Ireland with about 150,000 units, and then following Germany and France. These these countries can be very helpful for our expansion. So we have looked. So we look monthly revenue, as the peak revenue comes in November, so the company can plan their inventory before to meet the demand and capture as much as they can, and so that they will not lose any revenue. Replanning will be useful for them. They can, and we have seen the countries which will be useful in our making expansion strategies for expansion in Netherlands, Ireland, and Germany and France. And we have seen the top customers which are top performing and the maximum revenue generated for the company. the company can give offers to them and reward them for their loyalty, so that they can in future also they will be buying from our store, and keep increasing revenue for our company. And these countries will be useful in expansion that we have talked. The company interested in expansion, so apart from success in UK, they can start expanding from Netherlands, as the highest demand is. Apart from UK, there is high demand for the products of our company in Netherlands and Ireland. The company can start expanding in these countries. We have generated these graphs from the data which we will be looking, which we have got from the company. We have imported the data which we have got from the company using Python notebook. We have looked the data. There is a data overview of the data. Here we have invoice number, stock code, and description about the products and their quantity, their invoice date, unit price, customer ID, and even country. So the cleaning strategy we performed, that when we saw the numerical columns, we found that there are many values which are negative, like value of quantity values are negative, and even unit price are negative. When we saw the quantity, we found these are the values of quantity which are negative, and they are we found that these are those values of these are those quantity values which are of the products which are returned by the customers. So these rows are not useful for us for our further analysis. So we removed all the negative rows with negative order quantity, and then we saw the rows which have negative unit price. These are also invalid rows, so we removed these. And finally, only these strategies we perform in cleaning, and we exported these clean data in a Excel file. And further, this imported data we have connected with our Tableau. We connected our clean data to Tableau. Here we have added the cleaned Excel file to Tableau. These are the data, and then we started further making graphs. The important visualizations which gave important insights we have created in Tableau. Thank you for listening. I hope the insights which I have found were useful for the CEO and CMO for taking further decisions in expansion, and also they have got pretty good idea about the performance of the business.